What if I told you the man who sold over 750 million records worldwide wasn't just the king of pop, but a voice trying to heal the world with love, pain, and pure passion? In the next few minutes, you won't just hear Michael Jackson's words, you'll feel the heartbeat behind the legend. Michael Jackson once expressed that music was not just something he performed, it was something he lived and breathed every single day. He believed that rhythm was the heartbeat of the universe and that every human being carried a song inside their soul waiting to be heard. He often said that when he stepped onto the stage, he felt a powerful connection between himself and the audience, as if thousands of hearts were beating together in perfect harmony. For him, performing was never about fame or applause, it was about creating a moment so magical that people forgot their worries and remembered the beauty of being alive. He believed that love was the most powerful force in the world and that it had the ability to heal wounds that medicine could never touch. In many of his reflections, he emphasized that hatred was taught while love was natural, and if children were given kindness instead of fear, the world would transform within a single generation. He spoke passionately about protecting children, describing them as the purest reflection of humanity, untouched by prejudice and full of imagination. He believed that adults should learn from children how to forgive quickly, laugh freely, and dream without limits. Michael often talked about the importance of hard work and discipline. Behind the smooth dance moves and effortless performances were endless hours of rehearsal, sometimes practicing a single step hundreds of times until it felt perfect. He once shared that true talent is nothing without dedication, and greatness is built in quiet rooms long before it is seen on bright stages. He believed that success required sacrifice, patience, and the courage to keep going even when critics doubted you. He reflected deeply on loneliness, admitting that fame could sometimes feel isolating despite being surrounded by millions of fans. He believed that true friendship was rare and precious, and that authenticity mattered more than popularity. In quiet interviews, he revealed that he longed for simple moments, like walking in a park unnoticed or having an ordinary conversation without cameras. Yet he accepted that his path was different and chose to use his platform to inspire positive change. Michael believed in the power of imagination. He described creativity as a gift from something greater than himself, something divine that flowed through him when he allowed it. He often said that some of his melodies would come to him in dreams, and he would wake up in the middle of the night to record them before they disappeared. For him, inspiration was sacred, and he treated every song as if it were a living being that needed care and attention. He was passionate about unity among people of different races, cultures, and religions. He believed that music had no color and no borders, and that a song sung with sincerity could reach hearts in every corner of the world. He spoke about equality not as a political idea but as a human truth, saying that beneath skin and language, every person laughs, cries, and hopes in the same way. He urged people to look beyond differences and see the shared humanity that connects us all. Michael often reflected on self-belief. He encouraged others to trust their instincts even when the world tried to silence them. He believed that criticism could either break a person or build them, depending on how it was received. Instead of letting negativity destroy his spirit, he tried to transform it into motivation to improve and grow stronger. He said that resilience was like a muscle, the more it was tested, the stronger it became. He believed that giving back was a responsibility, not an option. Throughout his life, he supported numerous charities and humanitarian causes, believing that wealth and influence meant nothing if they were not used to uplift others. He often spoke about visiting hospitals and seeing sick children smile when he entered the room, saying those moments meant more to him than any award. He felt that making someone feel seen and valued was one of the greatest gifts a person could offer. Michael valued innocence and often spoke about protecting the child within. He believed that growing older did not mean losing wonder. In fact, he felt that imagination and playfulness were essential to keeping the spirit alive. He described Neverland as a place where laughter could echo freely, a symbol of holding onto joy in a complicated world. For him, embracing childlike curiosity was not immaturity but strength. He acknowledged that mistakes were part of being human. He never claimed perfection and often admitted that he was learning, evolving, and growing like everyone else. He believed that humility was important because no matter how high someone rises, they remain human at their core. He encouraged people to forgive themselves for their shortcomings and to see failure as a lesson rather than a final verdict. Michael spoke about courage, not as the absence of fear, but as the decision to move forward despite it. He admitted feeling nervous before major performances, yet he used that energy to fuel his passion. He believed that stepping into the spotlight required vulnerability because it meant exposing your true self to the world. But he also believed that authenticity was what truly touched people's hearts. He emphasized the importance of dreams. He once said that if you can imagine something clearly, you are already halfway to achieving it. He believed that dreams were not childish fantasies but blueprints of the future. He encouraged young artists to practice relentlessly, to study their craft, and to never let rejection define their worth. According to him, the difference between ordinary and extraordinary was often persistence. Michael believed that kindness created ripples. A small act of compassion could travel further than anyone realized. He urged people to smile at strangers, to listen without judgment, and to offer help without expecting recognition. He felt that changing the world did not require grand gestures. Sometimes it began with a single thoughtful action. He reflected on the relationship between pain and art. Many of his most powerful songs were born from personal struggles. He believed that sorrow could be transformed into something beautiful if expressed honestly. Rather than hiding from pain, he poured it into melodies and lyrics, turning vulnerability into strength. He believed that music had the power to comfort those who felt alone. Michael believed in self-reflection. He encouraged people to look at themselves before blaming others. He famously spoke about change beginning with the person in the mirror, emphasizing personal responsibility. He felt that if individuals focused on improving their own hearts, society would naturally become better. He valued loyalty and gratitude. He often thanked his fans for their unwavering support, recognizing that without them, his journey would have been different. He believed that appreciation should be expressed openly and frequently. Gratitude, in his view, kept the heart grounded and prevented arrogance. He believed that art should have meaning. While he loved entertainment and spectacle, he also wanted his work to carry messages of unity, healing, and awareness. He used his platform to address social issues, believing that artists had the ability to influence hearts and minds. He saw music as both a celebration and a call for compassion. Michael often spoke about faith, describing it as an inner strength that guided him through challenges. He believed that trusting in something greater than oneself provided comfort during uncertain times. Faith, for him, was not just religious belief but confidence that goodness would ultimately prevail. He encouraged perseverance in the face of adversity. Throughout his life, he faced criticism and controversy, yet he continued to create and perform. He believed that resilience defined character. Instead of allowing setbacks to end his journey, he saw them as chapters in a larger story. He believed that laughter was essential. Despite serious themes in some of his songs, he valued joy and humor. He enjoyed playful moments and cherished times when he could simply be himself without pressure. He believed that happiness was not a destination but a daily choice. Michael spoke about the transformative power of music in bringing people together. He believed that when thousands of voices sang the same lyrics, barriers dissolved and unity emerged. In concerts attended by more than 50,000 people, he felt a collective energy that proved humanity's capacity for harmony. Those experiences reinforced his belief that art could transcend division. He emphasized compassion toward the planet. He expressed concern for environmental issues, believing that humanity had a responsibility to protect the earth. He felt that future generations deserved a world filled with clean air, clear water, and natural beauty. Protecting the planet, in his view, was an act of love. He often said that the true measure of success was not record sales or awards but the impact one had on others. With over 750 million records sold worldwide, he recognized his influence, yet he valued heartfelt letters from fans more than statistics. He believed that touching even one life deeply was more meaningful than any number. Michael believed that vulnerability was strength. He was not afraid to express emotion, whether through tears, laughter, or heartfelt words. He felt that authenticity created genuine connection. When people saw his sincerity, they responded with love. He encouraged people to embrace their uniqueness. He believed that every individual possessed a special spark that no one else could replicate. Rather than conforming to expectations, he urged others to celebrate their individuality. According to him, true confidence came from accepting oneself fully. He reflected on legacy, hoping to be remembered not just as an entertainer but as someone who cared deeply about humanity. He believed that actions mattered more than titles. In the end, he wanted his life to inspire kindness, creativity, and courage. Michael's words and actions consistently returned to one central idea: love is the answer. He believed that when people chose compassion over cruelty, understanding over judgment, and unity over division, the world moved closer to peace. He encouraged everyone to start with themselves, to nurture empathy, and to let their inner light shine brightly.